How's it going, guys? And welcome back to another video. And another beautiful morning on the farm. A little bit cloudy, but not too bad at all. So we have got a little bit of work left to do on our new field across the little creek there. Now we recently seeded field bean over there, which is going to be interesting. And it needs rolling, so we're going to get onto that. The other fields are still looking really good and don't require our attention, which is nice. No weeds or anything like that. But yeah, we are going to get the rolling done, and I think we'll use the 710 John Deere for that. The roller will probably be a little better suited to the 5403, but I do like the maneuverability of the 710 on that field, and also with the new front weight. I think it'll be happy enough with the roller on the back, because previously we didn't have the weight and it was fine, so yeah, it should be even better now. But yeah, we need to get that done, and afterwards we have got a very, very big mowing and baling job that I got lined up. Now, it's a bigger job than what I would normally like to take on, but I took it because it pays extremely well. We should quite easily be able to pay off the outstanding money on the new field with that job alone, which is fantastic because we have been doing some small jobs and not earning a lot of money, and we've also been working a lot on our own fields, which also doesn't bring in any money immediately anyway. Eventually it'll pay off, but yeah, in the short term we're not really making any money at all. So I think it's a good idea to take on a job like that. Like I say, it is going to be a very big one. It's a big field, but we're also using some really nice big equipment. So I asked out about it, and yeah, it sounds really good. So we'll head on and do that shortly, but we'll get our work done here first. And hopefully, after we get this field paid off, I'm thinking about maybe building a shed, because we've got way too much equipment sitting outside. So I want to see if we can maybe get a cheap shed built. Nothing expensive, nothing fancy, just something small and simple. Probably a wooden structure because it'll be a little bit cheaper. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see where we're sitting sort of financially after we get paid for that job. Because I also want to put a bit of money away to buy this little field next to the one we're on currently. That is working just fine, but this little field here I got offered as well from the same owners that we bought that one from, and it's only £15,000. So I'm very interested in buying this as well. I don't think I'll keep it as a grass field. I think we'll plow this in and make it an arable field. I'm just not too eager to get into sort of silage or hay at the moment, and also we don't have the equipment. So yeah, it's a pity. I do realize that we could make quite a bit of money off of the grass here, but yeah, just not something that I want to get into right now. I'm kind of enjoying the arable side of things. But yeah, we are going to get the drone out, and we are going to get this job done real quick, and then we'll see where we go from there. So for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright, so that is job done. It didn't take too long at all. And the weight on the front of the tractor here definitely makes quite a difference. Even though it's not a very big weight, you do notice it, especially with something a bit heavier like the roller on the back here. So that's good. That was a good purchase. But yeah, that field should now be ready to go. We shouldn't have to do much more on it unless we get some weeds growing, which we'll have to take care of then. But we don't have a weeder or a sprayer, so if we do end up having some weeds popping up on any of our fields, we'll have to look into getting something to take care of it. Probably a sprayer will probably be easier, even though mechanical weeding is technically cheaper. But we'll see. We'll worry about that when it gets there. But yeah, now that it's rolled, it'll ensure that there's enough soil contact for the seeds, which should help with germination. And yeah, like I say, we shouldn't have to worry about that for a while anyway. Hopefully we don't get any weeds growing there. We've been pretty lucky so far on our other fields. One thing that I did notice over there is no stones. No stones at all. So they must have done quite a bit of stone picking on that field before we bought it, because we cultivated there and yeah, nothing at all, which is good. That is good news. The field across the road here has got quite a few stones in there, but we can only really take care of that once seeding comes around again. But yeah, it shouldn't be a problem because we are growing canola over there. It shouldn't bother the combine too much at all. But yeah, I was kind of thinking about building a little shed over here and maybe lining it up with the creek. Now, originally I was thinking about building a little, maybe a log cabin or something over here in this corner. But yeah, I don't know if we do that, if we're going to have enough space around here to build more sheds. I don't think it'll be a good idea. And to be honest, it's not that uncomfortable in this little mobile unit. So I'm okay to stay in there for a while longer. I'd rather get some cover for some of the machines, especially the combine and things like the spreader. The spreader was in there, but at the moment I've got it out here because it is empty, so I'm not too worried about it. But I would like to get some of this undercover. Like I say, mainly the combine. So we'll see. I'll see if I can sort of find someone that can build a nice shed over here that wouldn't cost too much. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that is work done for our fields for the moment. And probably for a good while. Let's say, unless, you know, we have some issues that pop up. But for the moment, it is looking good. But we need to head down south, quite a ways south. And we'll take a look at the equipment that we are working with and also the field. And we're going to get a pretty big job done here. Probably take, I would say, most of the day, I think. I mean, I know we're working with some big equipment, but I'm not sure how big. So hopefully really big, so it doesn't take too long. Because I would really like to see if we can get a shed today as well. But yeah, we are going to head down there. We'll take a look and see exactly what we are working with. And that'll give us a good idea of where we'll stand in terms of time once we are done. Yeah, we'll head down there, take a quick look, and then we'll get into it. Alright, so familiar grounds over here. This is the camping site. We did a mowing and baling job here not too long ago. A different field than what we are working on today though. That field was the one right behind that tree line over there. The one we are working on today is the one to the left here. And look at that equipment. Oh my goodness. I had a rough idea of what we were working with today, but this is even better than what I expected. So we have got a class 920. We have got a Fendt 930. I think the class has got more horsepower than the Fendt. Yeah, so we'll probably end up using that on the equipment. Not sure why we have got two tractors over here. Maybe they thought that I had someone with me? Which will probably make more sense for a big job like this. But yeah, here we are. one-man operation, so we'll probably just end up using the class. We have also got a Krone self-propelled mower, very nice. And we have got a case baler, very nice case baler. Hopefully this one is okay on the pickup. I seem to remember that previously on the case balers, I found that the pickup doesn't feel quite wide enough. But we'll see. I can't remember exactly what the models were where I experienced that, but hopefully this one will be fine. And we have got a tedder to dry the grass, and we have got a rower, which I don't think we'll end up using, because usually the self-propelled mowers has got the option to row automatically. So yeah, we might not actually use that. And then we have got a bale collector, which makes life a lot easier. A very nice piece of equipment. So the field that we are working on is this one over here, and it is absolutely massive. Stretches all the way down past those power lines to that tree line down there. So this is definitely going to take us a good while, which is fine by me, because I really do enjoy the grassworks, which is quite ironic because I have been avoiding the grassworks on our own operation. But the reason for that is simply because we have very tiny fields, and I'm not a huge fan of doing grassworks on small fields. It's just awkward and uncomfortable with the equipment, because the equipment for grassworks tends to be, quite bulky. So I want to eventually get into hay and silage, but for the moment I'm just avoiding it for that particular reason. Once we can afford some bigger fields, we'll definitely look into it, look into getting some equipment so that we can start our own operation and probably get into silage. I'm not so sure about hay, but silage is always a good idea. Yeah, I mean, we don't need fields this big. This is a bit of a stretch. I think we are a very long way away from buying anything like this. But yeah, just a little bit bigger than what we currently have would be nice. But yeah, we are going to get the mower fired up and unfolded, and we'll get the drone out, and we need to get this knocked out. So yeah, we'll do that. So for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright, so that is job done, and oh my goodness, that was a big one. It literally took us all day, but it was good. It was really, really good. The equipment was amazing. And we did actually end up using the rower. I said that we won't actually use it, but yeah, because we were making hay and not silage, we did actually need it, and I really liked it. It was a very good rower. But yeah, all of the equipment was great, including the baler as well, that I was a little bit worried about. So yeah, everything went really well. Also, we did already end up getting paid for the job, and we did make quite a bonus as well on the bales, and we are currently sitting on £23,846, but I have already paid off our debt, so we are completely debt free at the moment. I paid over the £15,000 that we still owed on the new field, so that is really good, because it means that we are, well, not just debt free, but we have enough money to buy the other little field as well, which was offered to us at £15,000, and I think I am going to do that. So I'll have a chat with them very soon, and we'll pay over the money and take ownership of that little field, which is currently a grass field, but we will be plowing that in, because I don't want to be doing any sort of grass works just yet, and that field is just too small for my liking when it comes to grass works. What exactly we're going to do there, I'm not sure. We'll have to decide, but I'm kind of liking the idea of going for crop that I don't really know, because we have 3 fields of familiar crop, and now we have one that is field bean that I don't know at all. Maybe we should do the same with the other one, because again, I was sort of thinking maybe wheat or barley, sort of going the standard route, but maybe we should go for something like linseed or something a bit more interesting that I'm not familiar with, because it's a good way to learn, is just to sort of go for it and see what happens. But yeah, we'll see. So we'll have a chat with them real soon, but we also have enough money to maybe build a little shed. So I'll get in contact with someone and see what the cost will be. Maybe I can even get sort of a second-hand shed, something that was disassembled somewhere, and I can pick it up for a really good price. That would be very nice indeed, because that should be quite cheap. But yeah, it would be nice to get some of this equipment, especially the combine, out of the elements, but I'll see what we can find for a decent price. But we are gonna leave it there for today. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you all next time.